Hi everyone, it's Gayle. I am back with another in the journal cover series. We are going to work on Reader's Digest covers today. And before we get started with that, I wanted to reference back to the No Sew journal cover series and just show you the covers that I came up with. I have 3 done. I'm super excited about that. So this one was the one that we did with the tapestry fabric. This is the No Sew version. Let me show you the sew version. They're not all that different. So, you don't need to worry if you don't have a sewing machine. This one I just zigzagged around the edges with the sewing machine. You can see it better on the inside. This one I just fabric-tacked right up to the edges. Fabric-tacked on the inside cover, and then just made sure that it was really well glued everywhere. Then I went around both of them with fray check with this to make sure that they didn't fray. So that's what we have. And so you can see, you can certainly do everything that you see that's sewn pretty much with using a good amount of glue. Now the second 2 covers that I did in that particular one could be used with glue. I sewed because that's what I do. So I did the patchwork, and again I zigzagged around it, but you really could glue up to the edges on all these little patches and have the same effect. So let me give you a close-up so you can kind of see. And I found some feed sack fabric that I had in a big piece, so that's what I used on the inside. I'm super happy with this cover. I love it. So that's cover number 2. Cover number 3, same idea. We have a 9 by 12 envelope on the inside, and then I just patchworked chenille this time. And again, you could go ahead and glue it, which might have been a better idea because my sewing machine complained mightily about this, but I got it done. I just kept encouraging it. It got through it, but it was lumpy, bumpy, and thick. So, but this is the chenille cover, and then it's got chenille on the inside too. So this cover is very tactile and really fun. So yeah, 3 covers done. Yay. That was my sort of I don't know, objective of this series too, was to get a bunch of covers done. So I seem to be doing that. So let's get right into the Reader's Digest books. I've had some questions on the cracking of the spine, and so I really wanted to address that too. There's I think it may be due to the copyright date. I'm not sure. This one's 1960, but these covers they're in really good shape and they feel different. They're more of a fabric. This is more of a cardboardy type of thing. So I think it might have to do with the dates, but we'll handle both. So as I told you a while back when I introduced that I was going to do this Reader's Digest, I have this wonderful stack of covers that my friend Charlene gave me, and these are all the book pages have been taken out. She gave me the end papers, which was awesome, and they're kind of all ready to go. So one of the things I wanted to show you was how to prepare that. And then this stack from my friend Peg, my friends keep me well stocked. This one, she has completely taken off the cover. I think in here, yes, she included the spine in this one, and these make really fun bookmarks. bookmarks. And she included some of the pages she thought I might like. And so I'll show you how to make that into a cover too. So I don't know if this will be one video or two or what, but, and then there's one thing at least that I want to do to alter one of these. It's actually this one. I'm just not wild about the colors of this one. So I think we're going to alter that. So let's get started. Either way, really, you need to take out the book. And so using my little pen blade here, and this was one that I got in Happy Mail, but the gal who got it, I think she got it at Hobby Lobby because I've seen them there. So you're just going to pull that. Look at this one's just going to practically fall apart on its own. But I like to stand them up so they kind of help me hold. And then you just slit down the spine with your penknife like that. That's one side. This side is on there a little bit better, but I just try and go down the side that's closest to the book pages. That way you're not accidentally slitting the spine of the book. Just like that. Easy as that. And it's out. That's interesting that kind of is there, but okay. So that one is ready to go. And this is a cardboard one, so it could crack. But what I sometimes do is after the signatures are sewn into the spine, sometimes I'll take here, like for instance, this lace, and put it along the spine like so. And then that reinforces it from the outside. You can also do some reinforcing on the inside. A couple different ways. You can use this is a Tyvek envelope that was sent to me in the mail, and it's real tough material. You can put that in to reinforce it. There's also this stuff, which for the life of me, I cannot remember the name of it, but it's the stuff that they use to make the labels on Levi's. I just cannot think of it. I've been trying to think of it all morning, and I just can't think of the name of it. If somebody knows, would you put it in the comments so others can see? I got it at a local fabric store, and boy, it's just not coming to me what it's called. So, but you can cut that and kind of reinforce the spine too. So a couple different ways to do that, and maybe we'll do some of that too. But I wanted to show you how to get it out of the cover, and then tell you that this is what I use for a glue book when I'm collaging. Is I use Reader's Digest because they are a great size for when you fold it in half after it gets all gluey. It's like the perfect size for a journaling card. So just wanted to share that little tidbit with you too. None of the book goes to waste. None of it. I use it all, except for maybe this stuff, although one could use it as a base for an embellishment, I suppose. You really could. I might keep that. I've convinced myself. Yeah, that's kind of cool, actually. That's going in the bit box. Okay, so now I have another glue book. And some of the illustrations in these are pretty cool. Like they're very 60s. you know, since it's a book from the 60s. So oftentimes I'll keep some pages just to put back in the book. Like that's a cool page. I think I would keep that, and I just attach this together with some washi tape or fabric or paper, something. But I kind of like those pages. And then as I come across them in the glue book, I have kind of a little stash of them. And look at that. That's cool with the eagles. That's really cool. So I might have to keep that one. But yeah, so anyway, plenty to do with the covers. I don't need to play with the insides just now. But I just wanted to tell you how I end up using them. And my last one, I'm down to this much in my last one. So this can be a new one. Alrighty then. Let's think about this. So as far as what I'm going to use, I think I'm going to do something with that one. I want to just sort of sort these. These I think are beautiful. So I think this one. I'm undecided on this one. Like the green one. Love the pink one. Love the purple one. And orange is really orange. Okay, so those I think I'm going to use as my naked journals. I wanted to do some of that, and I've already started on the insides for that. So these book covers are really ready, is I guess what I'm saying. So I'm going to set those aside, and we're going to mess about with some of the other ones here. Okay. So this one, I really love that cover. I think it's beautiful. I really think that this one we're going to just have to take apart like the ones Peg gave me. So let's just do that. And I'll kind of show you how I get the cover off the off of it. Now this side I think is just going to come right off because it was cracked anyway. This one I think we'll get the book out, but then we'll have to do some work on it. So these I got at an antique store is where I found the two that I've been working on here, getting the pages out of. And estate sales are a good place to get Reader's Digest. Sometimes they'll have them at the thrift store. But usually I have to buy them at the antique store, which is, they're usually a little more expensive there, you know. I'm going to just turn this around because I can't quite. Oh, look, there it is. Yeah, there was no saving that really. But, sorry. You know, there's a design flaw in this. When you hit this, it retracts. That's where I need to put pressure, is right there. So I'm saying, pen blade people, should have put it on the other side or something. Okay, just gonna sawing that down. Okay, so that is out. That's good. Yet another glue book. Ooh, those pages are really kind of yellow. I like that. Okay, let's put that down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, these are some heavy duty Fisker scissors I got at Joann's. And I am just going to cut that to make it good and straight. Like so. I just want it nice and straight. This one is not too bad, but it's got some jaggediness, so we're gonna just even it up. And I just go along where the thickness starts. Once the thick starts, that's what I'm using as my guide. So there we go. That is cut and ready. So now let's talk about how we make this into a book. I can keep that too. Okay, so I was just trying to see if there was any reason it needed to be one way or another. So what I use to build a spine on these is over here buried. I use chipboard, and these are the back of tablets. That's all these are. Like I don't buy special chipboard or anything. These are just the back of tablets. I feel like wait till you see this, guys. I feel like I have a spine template. So this is Little Golden Books. I have so many spines in here. 3-inch one, Childcraft books. I really did think I had one for Townhouse Cracker Box. Reader's Digest. Woohoo! So that's the size I like to use. So let's measure that. That's what I was getting at. Thought it was kind of fun to show you all the spines that I've kept to work on. Okay, so this is about 1 3/4. 1 3/4 this way, and it's 7 3/4 this way. Might be, yep. So let us make a spine. This one's a little thin. Is that one? Ooh, that one's good. Okay. Hang on a second while I grab my big cutter. Okay, guys, this is my big heavy-duty cutter. Once again, it's on Gayle's Favorite Things on my website. I have to take my glass off for a minute while we do this. Please excuse my disgusting desk. I have been working and not cleaning and cleaning. Okay, so we want this to be about 1 3/4. So actually, let's do the 7 3/4 first. So that is that. Actually, I'm going to move my cutter up there because it works best for me to be able to come down towards myself. Okay, so oh, that's a good cutter right there. Okay, let's do then 1 3/4. This is really thick chipboard, this one. Sorry, I'm sliding my table, guys. I'm at such a weird angle to do this. So much easier on my other table, but I've got the spine. So that's the main thing. Gotta reset up now. I didn't want to cut that ahead of time just because I wanted you to be able to see the whole process. Let's make sure we're in frame. Okay. Put my little piece of paper because my table's uneven. Okay. Alrighty then. We're good. We're good, we're good. So there's this and this. And what I'm going to do is use fabric. I didn't pick out a fabric and go around it. Again, I might put lace over once I put the stitches in, the signature stitches. I'm looking at my fabric, seeing what, oh, I know, maybe. Let's look at this. These were a couple pieces I recently got at a estate sale, just to see. That's kind of fun, isn't it? Let's see. Not that. Nope. And I don't know. This one might not be too bad either. I think I like the stripy one the best. So I am going to unfold this, and I kind of want the stripes to go this way, but they're not going to, so we got to go this way. Okay, so I want the length twice. I'm going to do just a little bit to kind of give myself a little room. Okay. I love it when I get something and then use it right away instead of having it in my room, you know, forever. Oh, yeah, which is something I can tend to do. Okay, so I think the way we want this is going to be about there. Let me go with that. Okay, well that wasn't straight. Huh. Okay, let's see. I might have another option here. I'm thinking, do I want to use... No, I don't think so. Okay, maybe if I do... Now that I've torn that part should be straight. That's what happens when you get something at an estate sale. You don't know if the person has cut straight or not. Sometimes you don't know that when you get it at the fabric store either. Okay, that's better. All right. Those other ones can become fabric flips in their next life, I think. Just getting some strings off. Alrighty then. Let's see about putting this together. Let's do this. I'm lining it up on the lines of my board, and I'm just giving probably not even 1/8 of an inch, but just a smidgen to be able to have it fold properly or close properly. Okay, I am going to just grab out of here some fat washi tape, and we're just going to, this is really old washi tape. I'm just going to tape that down on this side. So it doesn't wiggle. Okay. Well, I think I'm happy. Not quite happy. This one needs to go up a little bit. There we go. That's better. All right. So then we're going to take our glue and I'm going to go down this side. Just glue it on all the sides. You guys, there's big fire right outside my town. I'm just so sad. Just read the paper this morning and 492 or 96 or something people have been evacuated, and it's now reached, what they say, 2,600 acres, and just awful. And I think I told you the other day that it was man-caused, so that's just frustrating. Yeah, I just want people to be careful. Jeez. But yeah, some of the firefighters that are fighting the fire, they've been they're in that area and have been evacuated from their homes. So yeah, it's just so unfortunate. And it happens every year though, this time of year. But I read in the paper, this one lady was so concerned because her kitty is still in her house. Somehow, I don't know if she couldn't locate it when she was told to evacuate or just what the deal was, but oh, poor kitty. So they're hoping that at some point they can let people back in for just a limited time, but I'm sure that's really difficult for them to manage too. They don't want to be responsible for somebody getting trapped in their home by the fire, you know. Anyway, yeah, so that's happening. Which it's spooky to me because we live in the woods. And it could have just as easily been us. So you can see I'm just wrapping the fabric right around, just like I would on a golden book. And then, yeah, and then I think it would be nice to have some, I'll show you where I'm thinking that I would put some lace. Ugh, my Fabri-Tac gooey. I need to get a new bottle. Okay. Now on the inside, I would probably put lace down each side of that fabric. And on this side, I might put lace just right down here, down the middle, to cover up the stitches from the signature. But isn't that cute? Oh, I love that. Really love that. That's really fun. Okay. So there is a spine made from just the two loose covers. Okay, we're gonna set that up here, and then we are going to reinforce this one because it is the cardboard, and I feel like it could it could give way. So I feel like we have a little cleanup to do here. Like, I don't know if that's going to come off, but I think I can do this with my regular scissors. There's a little line where this folds, and I'm just cutting down that. And it's really glued right there. So okay, that's fine. Okay, so this, yep, it's going to fit right in there. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut some of this because I think I want it to be just that strong. So I am just gonna trace around this, I think, fairly easily. Gosh, I wish I could remember the name of this stuff. I even Googled Levi's to see if I could find it, and I couldn't find it. Gosh, fabric? No. I don't know. If you guys know, let me know. It's cool stuff, though. It's pliable, yet really sturdy. You know, just like a patch on Levi's. So it's gonna reinforce our spine just nicely. The Tyvek envelope would work too, though. It really would. And it's just a good way to recycle when somebody sends you something in a Tyvek envelope. You're not allowed to take them from the post office for any reason other than mailing. But when you get mail in a Tyvek envelope, you can certainly recycle. Okay, so let's see how that goes in there. It's pretty good. It's a little bit long. So I'm just going to snip it off a little bit. And a little bit long on this side, a little bit wide maybe. Yeah, maybe a little bit wide on this side. I don't know. Let's see how that is. Just basically working with it till it fits. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good there. So I'm gonna Fabri-Tac that in, and then we will just, what we'll do is just cover that with a fabric on the inside. I just went down the sides and on the ends because I want I would like the middle to be free of glue when I sew in the signatures. I'm just going to hold that for a second. And then, yeah, that's really good. That's really in there. And then, what kind of, this, not wide enough. Okay, what do I have that is within arm's reach that might be wide enough? apparently nothing. Maybe that. Okay, let's look at these two. Yeah. Look at these two. I love that. I was thinking maybe this might. Just going to have to rip a new fabric. Okay. So this one, black and white and gold, kind of. You know what might be kind of nice in this one is some Tim Holtz. Let's see what I have in my drawer that's just handy. That maybe. How would this be? Just this. That's kind of nice, isn't it? Okay, so I am going to make this about, actually right there where the fold is about perfect. So let's do that. And this time I'm just going to put it on the inside. I'm just going to start at the top and put that on the inside. Although I'm kind of thinking I might like something kind of peeking out, like cheesecloth or something. Have a little cheesecloth up here. Just a second here. Let me. Oh goodness. All my other bits are falling as I. They all fell in my toolbox. Oh well. Clean up again. Always clean up. So what I just kind of like is some of this just kind of sticking out the top just a bit. Like so. Just kind of like that is what I'm thinking, top and bottom. Okay, let's get some glue on here. Kind of fun to play with the spines and see what you might want, you know. Yeah, it's just kind of fun. Just a little bit, like, I don't know if that's even a half an inch, but just put that on both ends. Whoa. Okay. Just gonna smush that in there. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm all sticky. Put that out a little bit more. Okay, now, how thick is this? Let's just set it up here at the top. Oh my goodness, my Fabri-Tac is gooping. Yeah, sorry, I should have gotten a new bottle out before I started the video because I knew I was about at the end of this one. Then I'm thinking maybe some coffee dyed lace or something on the edges of this one. Let's see, is this right side up? Yep. Not that it matters. I'm probably going to cover up that spine anyway. But just working it so it's nice and smooth. I don't know if I want coffee dyed lace. I kind of like the fringed edge of the fabric. So we'll see. But it's got a little fuzz, and it's just kind of fun. And then the outside I'll cover up after I've sewn in the signatures. Might use some of this yet again on the spine. Ooh, I like that. Okay, well, I'm going to leave that little piece of fabric with this one then. All right, we'll set this one over. This one is dry, I would think. And that I'm loving. I just think that is adorable. So fun. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's check the time. Whoops. I have things falling over up here. Okay, we've got about 20 minutes. So I'm gonna real quick show you what I'm thinking with these. Okay, this is the one that I'm really not loving. So, just grabbing a piece of little piece of parchment paper so that I don't make a mess on my desk here, theoretically. So first thing I'm going to do is, you guessed it, gesso. Just gesso it up a little bit. And just get a little gesso out here, and I'm just going to cover it. I don't care which way I go, because this is just going to be a grungy cover. It's going to be fun. I just want to make sure that it's all covered is all. So I'm excited. We have this week, we have my son coming for a couple days. He has to work here in our town. And so he's going to stay with us a couple nights, be here for dinner and stuff. It'll be fun. I love that when that happens, because we end up having good visits, and he loves to watch horror movies, scary movies, and his wife does not. And so he comes over here, and if we end up watching TV at all, we end up watching a scary movie, because he doesn't get to watch them at home. I don't love him either, but to spend time with him, I'll do just about anything. Oh. Okay, I'm going to try and get just a little bit more on that. And I have no idea what I'm going to do with this, really. I got out some turquoise paint, because I thought that might be, I mean, turquoise is kind of my go-to. You know what I think I'll do? Is I think I'm going to do, kind of go around the edge, and we're just going to cover the end papers when we make a book out of this with whatever we make out of it. So I'll just treat the edges like we treat the front of the book. That's my plan. Oh my gosh, you guys, if I could think of the name of that Levi material, I'd be such a happy camper. It drives me nuts when I can't think of something. Oh, my brain keeps going back to it. What is it? What is it? What is it? I don't know. So at least I hope this is showing you kind of some fun things you can do with these. I was going to tell you too that even the patterned ones, they're kind of nice to put, like, I don't know, like a Mrs. Cog's image, layer it up on the front and that kind of thing, if you are so inclined. So it was a little too perfect. I needed to random that up a little bit, maybe the back too. Plus it's not, I'm making sure that it's kind of got this old pattern covered. I think I might need a little more down in the creases. And really, I think what you can do is sort of mix media up your cover with layers, just like you would any other mixed media project. I better get some water for my paintbrush. Oh, I have some in here. Aren't I well prepared? Okay. Alrighty then, let's think about, I grabbed a couple colors of turquoise because, you know, love turquoise. I don't even know. Well, it's still liquid. That's good. I'm thinking about maybe putting this on with a credit card. Let's see. I got a feeling this is going to be one of those work in progress kind of projects on here, because I'm feeling like having lots of layers. I'm not waiting for the gesso to dry just because I feel like we can, whoops, get some of that up on the cover. Jeez. Aren't you glad I have the parchment paper behind? It's doing a lot of good. Get a little skosh more. Then I was thinking about using the other color of turquoise too, and just seeing what that did. Ooh, I like kind of how that's happening. Need some paint over that. Just fun. So I had another one of those nights where I could not sleep last night. I think my first design team project for Blue Fern Studios was on my mind. I really think that's what it was. I have an idea though. I do have an idea. Okay. So I'm going to need to do the other side also, but it should probably dry a little bit first. Whoa! Let me just throw my paint across the room. I'm weak. I didn't sleep well. I'm weak. Oh, that's not mixed well at all. That's what happens when you don't use your paints for a while. Oh well, we're going to use it anyway. We'll stir it up a little bit on the plate. Oh, jeez, I'm such a slob. It's going all over. It's just what happens. Trying to decide what other color I might like on this. Probably pink, knowing me, right? I think this is gonna have to do another video on playing with this little cover because I don't feel done yet. There's gonna be more layers. I don't even know if you can tell a difference in the colors looking on the screen, but there is a subtle difference, a couple different tones, I guess, of turquoise. Okay. I'm just going to go grab a pink since we have about 7 minutes. Pink. Let me see. That's mauve. Pink. There we go. And this is all of this paint stuff is just, okay, these two were Americana. One was Desert Turquoise, one was Peacock Teal, and this is Anita's Craft Paint Vivid Pink. All just kind of cheap craft paint, you know, nothing too special. Let's see. A little there. Make myself a little spot for my pink in my tray here. And I think I'm going to hit it with heat gun for a minute. Cover your ears. Nope. Not plugged in. I unplugged it for our vacation. Oh dear. That's the awesome thing about acrylic paint. It dries really fast. Okay, let's shake this baby up really good. Paint goober. Ooh, that's a pretty color of pink. So much fun. Just so fun to play, isn't it? Tiny bit more pink. And then I just have to do the same to the inside. And then I'm thinking maybe some stamping. I'm thinking about maybe some stenciling. Possibly some modeling paste, maybe. Good for the soul, this is. Have lunch today with a friend, so that's going to be fun. And we're going to a restaurant that, uh-oh, it's right by Hobby Lobby. Uh-oh. That might be by design. I'm not quite sure. Don't need necessarily all the white to be gone, but you're probably like, oh my gosh, what a mess. But have faith, it will come together. So I am going to leave that to dry, and trying to think if there's anything else I need to tell you about Reader's Digest covers. I don't know. Like I say, these I'm just going to use as they are. These are just going to get, you know, I'll put something in there to cover either fabric or lace or something to cover that. But these are in good shape. So yeah. So anyway, I hope that was helpful on the Reader's Digest. If not for some of my more veteran journal makers, maybe it's good for some newbies, you know, to know that. And you know, just because I called this Reader's Digest journal covers, you can do the same techniques with whatever book you might have. So it's certainly not limited to Reader's Digest. So that's what I have today. I hope it was helpful. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll come back and work on this cover a little bit more and see what we get. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.